Graham G.S. Matthews here at BleacherReport.com. We're here for Royal Rumble weekend. One of the entrants in the Women's Royal Rumble. Me and Michin. Michin, what's going on?
What up? I'm in the Royal Rumble?
I think so. I hope so.
So.
I mean, it's not confirmed, but we don't know.
I don't know. So I hope
Otherwise,
so.
I guess catering hopefully should be good tomorrow. But we'll see.
I mean,
There's 30 spots, so I mean, you'll hopefully have a spot.
We'll see.
We'll see. But you've been back in WWE now for a couple of months. Could you have imagined being back in this spot a year ago?
No.
You weren't in WWE a year ago for the Rumble. You're here now. Talk about that. It's crazy.
Night and day. I would have never. If you would have asked me, what month is it? It's last January. No, absolutely not. So a lot of changes, a lot of life changes.
Sure.
And like Keith has been supportive no matter what I did. So it was definitely something that I didn't expect, but I'm glad that it did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're in San Antonio. I know he's a Texas native.
Yeah.
Are there any friends, family supporting you this weekend?
My family actually flew in to come with me this weekend, so we're making a little weekend trip out of it.
That's awesome.
My sister from California and my mom from DC, so like they get to experience, because I've never been to San Antonio.
Oh, really? This is my first time here too.
Yeah, so we're all learning everything together.
Yeah.
We're making a family trip out of it.
That's awesome. I mean, for the Royal Rumble too, and you go back. It's not your first Rumble. You're in the Women's Rumble tomorrow. You were in the Rumble 2 years ago, right? It was not the Alamo Dome, the Thunderdome. I get the domes mixed up.
Yeah.
You were in the Thunderdome Royal Rumble. Talk about that. You were NXT at the time, unless it was the 2020 Rumble, and I'm completely messing it up.
I think it was a 2020 Rumble. I remember a crowd.
Okay. If there was a crowd, then it was 2020.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, talk about that. That was three. First of all, the fact that it was 3 years ago yesterday is crazy. You were NXT at the time. You mentioned it a moment ago. How much have you changed professionally, personally, since that first Rumble as part of NXT 3 years ago?
Oh man, everything has changed as far as like I'm still the same. I feel like my attitude is still the same, but like the character is a little different.
Yep.
I got new gear, new music, like just overall package is something different. But like, of course, going in 3 years, so much has happened in my real life where like getting released and coping with that, getting married, buying a house. So like so many life changes that's been happening that kind of helped me grow into the person that I am now. So I'm excited for the Royal Rumble and compare it from how I felt back then to what it's going to be like.
That's crazy. I mean, again, this one too, being a part of the main roster, winning a Raw or SmackDown Women's Championship opportunity at WrestleMania in Los. There we go. We'll get to speak with him in a second. But in Los Angeles, it's going to be a big WrestleMania weekend. You mentioned the music a moment ago. I reacted so loud when you came out to your CFO music a couple of weeks. Was that a mistake, or what happened there?
I don't know.
Yeah. Were you surprised, or like what happened?
I was.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
But it's second nature to me. Like that music has been ingrained in me for years. Like once I heard it, it's like, let's go. Like I'm still, the new music is a bop, but I'm still trying to get like used to it, coming out to it and stuff. But once that music hit, it was like, oh, it's on. But I'm happy with both, and it's just, once again, just a whole new package. So it's just something new, so a lot of people I'm not gonna like it at first. Same thing with the name, right? Like it's new, people's not gonna like it at first, but they'll adjust and get used to it.
Are you used to it now? It's been a couple of months.
I am. I mean, I've been like, that's something my mom's called me since I was a kid, so like it's nothing crazy for me, but it is what it is.
I mean, just talking about that and the music and everything else, the music you had an impact not too long ago was a bop too. I mean, obviously I guess you couldn't use that here, but it's cool. Just, that was a great transition as well.
Well, technically, so my best friend actually made that song.
Oh,
he's an artist, and him and his group of friends made me that song to use that impact and to use wherever. So like I had the rights to it.
Oh, that's sick.
So I was trying to get it over here, but I think they wanted to use their own,
they like to use the in-house stuff.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But like, I love that song too.
Yeah. No, it's such a great song. We just saw Dreamer here a second ago with Busted Open Radio. Obviously, he's close with Impact. I remember an event I was at, Northeast Wrestling, 13 years ago, Connecticut. He was on the show. You were on the show.
Oh,
obviously,
my gosh.
You faced Mickie James on that show.
My gosh,
so the match was it Bound for Glory recently with you and Mickie was very, I don't know, emotional is the right word for me, but it was really cool to see how far you both have come since then.
Absolutely. Because I remember she was, I think, my 5th like fifth match ever.
Really?
So I learned a lot from her very early on. So like kind of growing up in the business with like the guidance and her tips and tricks and everything, and then finally coming together to wrestle for Bound for Glory, like a big Impact pay-per-view. It was like, oh man, it meant, all big matches are important, but it meant something.
Yeah, no, and it was a big match for sure, and we're going to have that big match on Saturday, Women's Royal Rumble match, aside from yourself, because I guess you're not officially announced, so you would be a surprise entrant in a way. If there's any one surprise entrant that you could see... in the Royal Rumble, who do you think who would you like to see come back or return or whatever?
Well,
there's so many.
Speaking about Mickie, I would love to see her come back, because her being there last year,
with the music and everything.
Oh my God! I'm like, run it back, do it again. Let's do it again. So I'm hoping that she comes back.
That would be awesome.
Of course, with like Lita and Trish.
Yeah, we mix it up with them. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. We need that.
That would be awesome. Well, we look forward to that. Thank you so much for joining us. Women's Royal Rumble on Saturday. Great to finally meet you.
Great meeting you.
Thanks, me. I appreciate it.